I always try to help people out if I can. When I went to purchase my robotic lawnmower, I was unable to find a lot of good information on the internet or in videos. I made the purchase. I went with the Worx Landroid. Unfortunately, in the end, that was a poor choice. I'm about to show you why. I now have the Gardena. It all boiled down to the design, okay? Out of the box, the Worx Landroid worked wonderful for a few months, a month or two. The issue is because of the way it's designed, it is prone to digging holes. If you see the large tines on those plastic wheels, which are not rubber and not texture, they're hard plastic, slippery. Yet those can dig one hell of a hole fast. And this machine drives forward, so the wheel's obviously in the back. There is a small little knob for a wheel in the front. That's another design flaw, in my opinion. It loves to get stuck in holes, and it also loves to eventually get under your ground wire, your border wire, even if you stake it frequently. So it's too bad because the programming, the intelligence, the way it works, everything outside the design of the machine is incredible. Okay, the app, but unfortunately, because of the way it's designed, when this machine is on the grass, it is very low to the ground. There is almost no clearance from the frame, which frequently catches on the grass. And when the machine tries to adjust itself, it spins its wheels different directions, and when it does that, it loves to dig nice big holes that only get larger over time. It seems to love to find itself back in those holes over and over again until it gets stuck and doesn't work. Long story short, when it shuts down, it's no longer mowing. So if you're at work, it's not mowing until you go reset it. In the beginning of the year, not many issues. By the end of the year, there are so many holes in my yard, it shut down frequently, wouldn't work anymore, and wasn't mowing the lawn. And then, of course, I had to repair all those holes, and some of them were pretty nasty, and some of them formed straight tracks. It was a mess. It's too bad because it worked great originally. Like I said, the features and programming is incredible. However, because of the way it drives and the way it's designed, it digs lots of holes and then becomes minimally functionable. The only thing I've noticed online that people do is drill screws and nails into those wheels to make it grip better, but that could reap more havoc. I ended up with the Gardena. I watched the videos. I saw that it drives from the large wheels in the front instead of having those in the back. It can go both ways. The Landroid can back up, but that's not its that's not a primary function. That's if needed. The Gardena is designed, it's nimble. It spins in circles if it wants. It's designed to drive primarily from the front wheels going forward, but it has no problem going backward either, or any kind of way. And what I noticed is going over bumps and holes in uneven terrain, the Gardena was much more nimble out of the box and has not dug a single hole yet. I haven't had any dug holes. I haven't had it even get stuck yet, I do believe, because common sense, okay? If you're stuck, you want all your traction, all your weight's going to be where you want your traction at. These tires have much smaller tines and they're textured as well, so they grip better. And so when this gets stuck, it drives its way out forward from where it's heaviest in the front with those large wheels, and it does a much better job of it. The only issue I've had with this is it did stop a couple times due to mower lift. It is very sensitive, unlike the Worx Landroid, to the mower being lifted. So if it hits kind of a big patch of grass or something that lifts it in the air 1 inch and it shuts itself down for safety, I'm not too crazy about that. However, I am very pleased with the way it doesn't get itself stuck, and most of the time I come home and the mower is charging and has mowed the lawn and done its job. Only other downside to the Gardena is you actually have to install an additional wire throughout your lawn through the middle as a guide wire to take it home. You don't have to do that with the Landroid. Once again, like I said, superior programming on the Landroid and functionality, unfortunately, marred by the design choice. The Gardena, if it bumps into something, it'll stop. Same thing as the Worx Landroid. However, I will say, out of the box, watching it mow, the Gardena does things that doesn't look like make a lot of sense. Sometimes instead of nice long straight lines, cuts in a circle back and forth for a little bit, but it doesn't do damage and it gets the job done. I'm not doing any work. It's fine with me. I just need it to mow my lawn, not get stuck, and not dig holes. I will say the Gardena is great at that. So far, has done its job, and for that reason, I will be having to stick with the Gardena. I will be putting my Landroid in the front lawn and hoping it doesn't cause any holes or issues there. But if it does, it's gone. So if you're trying to decide between the two, that is the reason I went with the Gardena.